Hope you're doing alright out there. In my last upload was titled The Formation of Ceres. However, we basically went over the formation of the surface of Ceres and didn't discuss the actual formation of the body itself. Now, this video is titled The Formation of the Asteroid Belt, and that's because we're going to discuss the full formation of the asteroid belt, and that is going to include the formation of Ceres. And in order to fully understand some of the concepts in this video, I'm going to be touching on topics that have actually been discussed in space news. And in one of those videos I have written down here was done by Eugene Bagashov, and that's called Mars Mysteries Reopened. And Eugene Bagashov discusses in that video the surprises of low density material and suspected to be high porosity material on Martian surfaces, asteroids, and even comets having even more porosity. And so the phenomena that I think form the asteroid belt also produces this porous effect, which is kind of interesting. And Eugene discusses how the formation of asteroids, the porous materials, electrical activity might all be connected in some sort of way. And I think that my videos that I've already uploaded actually show some of those events occurring. Another video which touches on it a little more thoroughly was done by Thornhill, and that's the Saturn-Earth connection Part 2. Part 1 is important too to watch, but Part 2 has some of the main concepts that I think would have produced the asteroid belt in my mind as a theory. So this is a theory. It would be a starting place to understand a new way for how the asteroid belt could have formed. In Thornhill's video, Wall discusses the deuterium ratio of water found in Earth and water found in Saturn's rings, and how it differs greatly from the nebular hypothesis that we've been given, and also that the two ratios actually match each other, which would suggest that the Earth and Saturn were very close by, or that we even got our water from Saturn, which is what Velikovsky had suggested. Being that there's a connection between Earth and Saturn in the water that we have on Earth and the water found in Saturn, there's this conundrum because we have Mars, the asteroid belt, and Jupiter in between the Earth and Mars. And I guess it's only unfortunate for the nebular hypothesis, where in an electrical hypothesis, these are actually clues to help us understand what could have happened in order for the asteroid belt to be formed and where it sits in the solar system right now. And I believe Thornhill alluded to that in his video when he suggests that Saturn used to actually be a red dwarf star or a brown dwarf and was captured by the sun. And I think that if this were to happen, the plasma from Saturn would have been removed, or the current would have been removed and would have traveled, and this could have caused enormous eruptions. I believe I have caught some of these eruption phenomena that can occur when I kill the plasma during some of my experiments, and there will be surface eruptions where material will be ejected. I mean, it will basically reach the top of the bottle. So it's very plausible that Saturn could have been a more dominant star in our system or over the Earth, and suddenly the sun came into play as a very dominant factor and stole Saturn's electrical current or something like that. Then the plasma was moved from there, material is ejected, which would be the formation of the asteroid belt, and it would be continuing to go on into the new plasma environment of the sun. So I guess there would be that, it would be experiencing some sort of cometary phenomena, possibly. I also think another hypothesis that could have happened is that the sun periodically underwent a change where its electrical input was suddenly halted or abrupted somehow, and then there was surface eruptions that actually occurred on the sun, and this would happen with lots of sunspots, which I think that sunspots also kind of show this phenomena because that's where coronal mass ejections take place, is where these cold spots are. So it kind of goes in line that the sun could have also produced this too, because the same thing could have happened to the sun. And you can just, I guess you could keep scaling it up and can just keep happening. I mean, I don't know. And I guess